start it off. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Dominique.
And I'm Andrea, and we are on demand.
Welcome to our third podcast.
Episode 3. I am so glad to be here, friend. Like, the consistency. I appreciate us for our consistency and our dedication to this because we're doing it.
Everything.
Yeah.
How was your week?
Oh, my week was amazing. I feel like it went by really fast. It was a really great week. Worked at the shop. Brow Guys was busy.
That's good.
Went to go see Missy Elliott.
Oh, how was that? I did not go. How was it?
Missy Elliott was amazing. Like, the energy. What?
Wow.
It was absolutely incredible. We walked in there, and as we walked in, it was like packed from floor to ceiling.
Shame on me.
Smoke all in the air.
Understood.
The energy was good. Sierra was incredible.
How did she do? That's my girl.
What? Cece, you did your
Sierra's
thing, girl.
one of those people who can do no wrong in my
She can
eyes.
do
Let's
no
just
wrong.
make that clear.
She did
How did she do?
amazing. It was
Wow.
absolutely incredible.
4 babies in. Good for
4
her.
babies in. She did amazing. So
happy to
it was
hear
a great concert.
Was it just those two?
It was Busta Rhymes, Sierra, and Missy Elliott, if I do believe. We missed Busta.
Busta do? Okay.
We missed him. We
They
came
make
in a
him
little
go
late.
first?
Of
They
course
are
so, yeah.
That's
How y'all
wild.
gonna make the legend go first?
I think we're gonna make Busta go first.
But, you know, he probably had to, like, get the crowd amped up, and then
Yeah.
Sierra and Missy Elliott just, like, kind of knocking the ball out. So it was really good, but really great week. No complaints.
Okay.
You know, no complaints. We're getting ready for the Brow-a-thon, so that's
so excited
incredibly
for that.
exciting.
I'll be there.
I'm so excited.
I mean, can I, like, you know, talk about when I taught, like, a cheerleading team to get some free stuff?
Let me tell you something.
Are we validating paperwork?
First of all, you can have it your way.
Okay.
Okay, my friend can have whatever she wants. Okay, you can have it your way.
Free brows from her is, like, unheard of. I'm sorry.
All teachers,
they're too
so
good.
we're looking for all teachers for the 2024-2025 school year. We're doing free brows for you, so very excited, but a good week.
The brow down.
How was your week?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Quite a few things wasn't so good, but I'm gonna say, how was my week? I had a good time. That restaurant we went to that we're gonna touch on. That was really, you know,
we always have a good time together.
It was a good time because we took a walk afterwards. The weekend was cool. We hung out at Deluxe Flux. I love a Deluxe Flux. I'm a fiend for basement vibes, so that was fun for me. I had a little, you know, I got trouble that night. My boyfriend was not feeling the fact that I would much rather hang with my friend and not hang with him. Yeah. He had a little challenge with that, but it was cool. We worked it out. The only thing that I feel like was a downside for my week was the Oak Park Fire Department and Building Safety. People came out to inspect my new business, and they literally started tripping on us about a cracked window in the back of the building. The back.
It's absurd. Yeah.
In the bathroom.
Yeah.
The second bathroom that nobody's gonna use.
Right.
To be exact.
Right.
So they kind of pushed my grand opening was supposed to be this upcoming Sunday. That's not gonna happen due to them failing us and telling us that we had to get that window fixed, which is gonna be in my landlord, so no cost to me. But anyhow, they pushed my grand opening 2 weeks. So that is kind of a bummer because I was kind of, you know, working up the momentum. You know, I'm paying for all this stuff for the grand opening. But you know me, I can take a hit.
One thing my girl knows how to do is pivot, okay?
Yeah.
She can pivot. She's going
Real
to go
good.
ahead and, like, find an alternative to a situation. So I think that that's awesome because why not start the month out with your new bit? Like, you're starting fresh.
And, you know, our grand opening is going to have to be on the 1st of September.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, that sounds
So,
amazing.
Yeah, so I'm not mad at it. And I
Yeah.
don't necessarily feel like we were rushing it, but I'm like, okay, God made it to where, you know, the higher power, Allah, whoever you believe in, but the higher power made it to where this thing did not happen in 6 days. It's going to happen in 13. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Because we're trusting.
Like,
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Like, you've been doing this job too long, and I think you're a little anal, and you're a little stuck up the butt. But that's another story, because he was a little old windbag. But that's another story. I hope he never sees this. But at least until
he's going to see it. Okay?
So, at least after he gives me that green paper. But DTE is also a pain in the butt, because in order for DTE to put a new meter on this building, Oak Park has to do their part and slap that green sticker on the meter box. So Yeah. So other than that, it was a good week. I got to spend some time with my daughter. We tried out this place called Slime Studio in Oakland Mall. Are you familiar?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Take your kids. We should take them all back
We
together.
definitely should, yeah.
We went to Slime Studio in Oakland Mall, and we had the time of our life. She had a ball.
Yeah.
A lot of the kids were getting slimed. They couldn't answer certain questions. So it was fun. I had a good week.
That's
I'm
good.
not complaining.
Yeah.
Oak Park, they blew me away. But
and
I'm happy.
I like that because we're trusting the creator's perfect timing.
Yeah.
It's like in everything that we do, it's like your establishment, your business about to be so blessed, it really doesn't even matter. It's like, I'm telling you right now, the first of the month sounds incredible. So y'all be on the lookout. My girl's grand opening is going to be September 1st. Okay?
It's a given. No more hiccups.
House of Aesthetics. Okay?
House of Aesthetics is coming. Facials, full body waxing.
Yes.
We're gonna go into lash lifts and lash extensions and stuff like that.
Love
as well.
it. Yeah.
So I'm excited. So it was cool.
We had a ball. Deluxe Flex. First of all, let's touch on the restaurant of the week. Okay, since we're going ahead, we already dabbled on it. Let's touch on the restaurant of the week. This week's restaurant of the week was Lumen.
Lumen. I'm
yes,
sorry.
Lumen. Lumen is a beautiful, aesthetically pleasing establishment. And usually when I get the pan-seared salmon or, something like that, it is off the chain. But this time,
we had a salad. Was it a Caesar salad?
A Caesar salad.
Which Caesar salad? Which
no
wasn't
problems, really.
It wasn't my favorite Caesar salad.
I've had a better Caesar.
I definitely have, but it was cool.
Yeah.
However,
those hard as tartar ass lamb chops. That was the toughest, most fattiest.
The disappointment.
The disappointment was
crazy. And the most
crazy.
saddest part about it is that we were cheating because we're both not currently eating red meat or incorporating it into our everyday diet.
Yeah.
So we're like, you know what? Let's just jump off the bridge really quick and get some lamb chops.
It's literally been 7 years since I had red meat.
Oh,
and I decided
I definitely
that having a lamb chop from Lumen
would be everything.
It was not good, and luckily our waitress was so beautiful and so kind. She comped us on it, like she took a little bit off of there.
She did,
which was very nice of her. She didn't have to do that, so we are very appreciative of her. Beautiful young lady, but Lumen, I don't know if we'll be back because we didn't like our wine either.
Oh,
we didn't love our Chardonnay. We had Chardonnay. I don't know what kind of Chardonnay it was, but it was not of our liking. We didn't love it. Yeah, we didn't love it.
I don't know what Lumens, am I saying it right? Lumens or Lumens? I'm sorry.
Lumen.
Lumen. I don't know what Lumen is good for just yet.
But it wasn't
I can tell you one thing. It ain't them lamb chops. And it ain't that wine.
Or the Caesar either.
The Caesar.
And we just want to be honest with the audience. We're not trying to hate on nobody.
They're gonna excel and do well. They're downtown, and we're not worried about them failing at all.
No.
But we just gotta be honest. Like again, we don't know what they're good for. We definitely agree that we're gonna go back.
We're definitely gonna go back for sure.
Like she said, the salmon is pretty good.
Yes, but it will not be the lamb.
It will not be the lamb chops, y'all, and it will not be that horrific wine. Okay, I'm just gonna be real. And that Caesar salad.
It won't be that either.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it was beautiful.
Yeah.
We took a long walk afterwards.
Oh, that walk was incredible.
We did.
God, we had a good walk after. We literally just tore day downtown. It was
we walked a nice.
We counted our steps, and we really did like close to 5,000 steps. We just walked around downtown. It was absolutely beautiful. We loved it.
And we found a new gym. We're not sharing it. No time.
It's just between us right now. We might share with y'all later, but
yeah, it's definitely.
We found that one.
Let me tell you something. When we case this place out and we spend some time in there, we gonna come back to y'all a little bit later.
We gonna bless y'all because we have a lot to say. It was
based off what we saw. It might be the place to be.
It's going to be the place to be,
especially for single ladies.
Yeah.
So that's another story. That's another time.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess I have a question for you.
Sure.
In our first episode, you did make it very clear you're single.
Yes.
So I guess I just want to ask you, like, how's the dating life going?
You know what? The dating life being single is very interesting and it's very fun. Like, I'm really enjoying myself. I have a thing for reruns, like previous seasons, bringing somebody from a previous season back. Like, I love a rerun. So, you know, I'm exploring getting to know somebody that I once knew before, and that's very
really
exciting.
Nice.
I'm loving it.
How many years has it been since you guys connected?
We haven't connected physically, meaning like seeing each other, in about like 7 years.
Okay. Wow.
Since I want to say like 2018.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
The butterflies have to be at an all-time
Oh my God. So the butterflies are going crazy. I feel like, you know that place at the zoo where all the butterflies are inside?
Yeah.
I'm like that place.
Okay.
And they're just going crazy, but it's very exciting, and but still I am still single. So, you know, just navigating that, finding the balance, right?
Yeah.
Because when we were out Saturday, like getting to know somebody again, right? I see you in a relationship, you know, you're a gentleman. He didn't really like, you know, the fact that you know.
Yeah.
And so.
And it was lack of communication on my end, but I figured like he was hanging out. I decided to hang out. The spirit of the moment wasn't like because prior to us meeting at Lumen's, I didn't have any plans. We didn't have any plans. We actually came up with going to Deluxe and popping out on the scene.
At the last second. No, I think it was as we were walking.
As we were walking. So like we literally both went separate ways for an hour and 15 minutes tops, linked back up and hung out. So we kind of like came together, and then he wasn't in the loop because I originally told him that I wasn't going to hang out.
And that's where I'm going.
I think that's where the confusion came.
Yeah.
Me hanging out with my friend wasn't
never issue.
He just was under the impression that I was chilling for the night, which was the plan. But that's another story.
But you're right, the in the loop. That's where I'm headed. It's like I'm not used to keeping somebody in the loop. And my friend likes to be kept in the loop too.
That's so sweet though.
Yeah, and so I'm like, we're also in different states too. So it's like it's interesting navigating a friend in a different state.
Long distance.
Yeah, long distance is really interesting.
Before my current relationship, I used to always I've always been a big time YouTuber, and I don't mean like me actually doing YouTube, but like just literally on YouTube a lot. Yeah. And a lot of girls spoke about dating long distance. Yeah. If you had to give anybody advice, and then we can move forward, of course, because we want to share the details for a later episode.
Yes. Yeah.
What kind of advice, maybe even mentally, could you give to a girl that is dating long distance?
The communication has got to be there. You have got to communicate, and it's like on the phone, FaceTime. Like, you gonna have to fly out, and he gonna have to fly in. Like, y'all gotta have the means. Like, being in a long distance relationship is not a cheap man's sport. Like, somebody gotta have a little something.
Yeah.
A couple dollars, as my good friend would say, to be able to move and maneuver that. So that is my piece of advice. Know what you're getting into, but the communication has got to be there.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah. So, my question to you.
Okay.
When there are rifts and tiffs in a relationship, how do you love to make up? Like, what is your makeup language?
That I have a lot of them, to be honest. I would have to say first, a person apologizing.
Yes.
I feel like, a day, a gift, a little nudge in the bed with her feet is just not enough. I feel like verbally I need to hear that you were wrong and you apologize and you know where you went wrong, and maybe moving forward we can just, do it a little differently. Right? So I need to hear the verbal words. If you don't apologize, and I'm not going to force it on you, obviously. I'm not going to force it on my mate. But if you don't apologize, I do feel like you're not learning your lesson, or you're not learning how to treat me how I would prefer to be addressed or treated. Yeah. And that's a big thing for me. So, and don't get me wrong, my mate is very stubborn. There has been times when he has refused to apologize. But, I think he's coming along. But if you are not willing to apologize when you know that you're wrong, then it's a little iffy for me. But definitely apologizing verbally. Yes. And then maybe a little small gesture, like, a date night, a night in the town, a romantic movie night, something. But apology first. Yeah. It has to be apology first.
Apology with explanation. Like,
let's just, most definitely if it's one of those situations where explanation is needed. And most of the time it is in words. I'm not going to say the real word. But apologizing, and then maybe something small behind it is great. Yeah. Yeah, grand gesture if you overdid it.
Yeah, but absolutely. We accept grand gestures as well. Okay.
Let's talk about Afro Nation.
Do you really want to talk about Afro Nation? let's get into it. I, with my dear friend Ashley, was going to go to Afro Nation. She had an extra ticket because they were kind enough for the people. I believe this is how it went, but for the people that ended up getting tickets early,
oh, nice.
they ended up giving them an extra ticket.
Must be nice.
Yeah, something
Wow.
like that happened along those lines. So my girl had an extra ticket. Invited me to go. I was gung-ho to go because I really wanted to see Lil Wayne. I am a huge Lil Wayne fan. Got the Allure tatted on my side.
Ooh,
you feel me? That was, yes, love, live, life, proceed, progress.
Ooh.
Okay? I think that was our era.
So nice to see him.
Yeah, that was our era, right? And I last time I saw him was about in 2000 and maybe like 8. So it's been a long ass time since I've seen him live. And I just personally want to say I was going just for him.
Me too. If I was gonna go on Sunday with you guys as well.
Yes, you were.
And
we got caught up with mommy stuff.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, like
and I was cool with that.
Yeah, me too, because I needed to just spend time with my kids, do their hair, be at home, get them ready for the week. But so I wasn't able to go. But that's nothing but God's perfect timing, because do you know
I don't
that
know.
that gentleman did not show up? And Afro Nation did not let people know, from what I'm hearing, until the very last minute that was the case.
Oh, that's tacky.
So that's very disappointing, because he was supposed to be like the last act. And from a perspective that just came earlier to get her brows done, she was speaking of her experience, and she said that they really just kind of like had them like looming, like not looming around, but just waiting around, and they weren't very honest about him not coming. So I thought that was distasteful, but I thank God that I did stay home, because I would have been pissed.
Listen,
I would have been pissed.
I would have been livid. Okay.
Yeah.
I did want to see Lil Wayne. I had intentions on going, but when we had a lack of communication that day, I figured like either you wasn't going or something like that. So I just went on to Oakland Mall and slide the studio, and I figured, hey, if I do get the call or text, that we might pop through that thing, like I still have enough time to throw myself together, you know, to pop downtown. What so have you? We're gonna sweat and dance and have fun.
And it was raining out, and it was just a nasty little day. It was a rainy day. I said.
Did I know that it rained? I don't think I paid.
Because y'all were inside.
Yeah, you true. You're
at the slime studio.
So we were in there for hours. So wow, Lil Wayne, shame on you.
Shame on Afro Nation, because Lil Wayne did communicate with his fans via his Twitter. Like, he went on Twitter and he was like, hey y'all, like due to like a flight delay with the rain or something like that, I won't be making it, which is respectable, but you know, things do happen, so we're not, you know, beating Afro Nation, Afro Nation down too bad, but do better.
What I will say is that Lil Wayne, we would have been happy to see you.
Yeah.
But, you did make it to the city of Detroit. It's very disappointing.
Yes.
And hopefully next time, Afro Nation, who's ever, like, overproduction, you guys let people know earlier, because people probably would much rather have been at home preparing to go to work.
Yes.
Or getting their kids ready, like my dear friend and I were doing for the week, versus
standing in the rain
out there getting drizzled on
at 9 o'clock at night.
Getting drunk for no reason.
Getting drunk for no reason. We should talk about that.
Their energy pumped up.
Yeah.
And, to see, such a mogul who never showed.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, you guys need to do a little bit better.
Yeah.
So
I want to touch on what you just said. Thank God we didn't go. I want to touch on what you just said about getting drunk for no reason, right? Because you are on a thing now to where you're only drinking wine. Tell us about that.
So, first of all, if I'm being honest, I went crazy this summer.
For that birthday, honey.
Woo! Child.
She had a time.
For my birthday and slightly before my birthday, I went crazy.
Yeah.
With the liquor. I really, really did. And I put on some pounds. Okay. I'm one of those people who found out late that liquor is like a lot of sugar, and you can gain like a lot of weight, and it's high in calories and stuff of that nature. Do your own research, especially white. If I'm not mistaken, it's white worse than brown, but it could be equal. Long story short, I was gaining weight. I wasn't really feeling good. Like nights after hanging out, I was very sluggish.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
Yeah.
Super sluggish.
Yeah.
Very tired for no reason. Yeah. And my diet wasn't right either. So I'm eating a very clean diet right now. Only fruits and veggies. No bread. No sugars. Completely cut out. Any juice that I drink, and I'm not a big juice drinker, and I definitely don't buy pop. I'm actually juicing it myself. So I'm using my juicer, and I am going on a 75-day cleanse. Obviously, liquor just cannot be included. However, wine is acceptable.
Cheers to the chef.
Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Wine is acceptable, and literally when we shoot our podcast is when I would do it, and then when we do
maybe at our restaurant
of the week,
we're not heavy drinkers.
And yeah, we're not heavy drinkers anyway. So with that being said, like I'm comfortable with it because wine gets me to a place that is good enough.
Yes.
To have a good time.
Yeah.
Have a good conversation with my girl. And like when I'm on the town, like wine, I noticed that certain wines, I still feel good. I still feel
It's
pumped
still
up.
the same type of like energy. It's like it doesn't have to be hard liquor. I found myself like, especially like Saturday night when we were out, I'm like, I'm kind of drinking for no reason, and I'm gonna stop.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, it was just kind of.
We kind of just jumped into the club sober.
Yes.
And we were not there. Like it was full of young people, and you know they were having a good effing time. They were not having a good time.
They were having a great time, and I think we were really just to the point where we were asking ourselves a little bit like, have we outgrown this?
And I was so jealous.
Yeah.
They
were having a time. And some of them were older than us too. It wasn't just the youngins. Because they were.
Remember that couple?
That couple, you said it was their night out.
Was having a time. I don't know if it was date night.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just Afro Nation. They had in a mood.
They were in a mood.
But they were having a good time. So we're going to go ahead and introduce our very first guest.
Y'all might be wondering why we have an extra wine glass and a microphone, and it is because we have a dear guest coming with us today.
Yes, it's our very first one, and we're so excited to welcome him. Come on in.
Hi, ladies. What's going on?
Oh, you look great.
We are so happy to have you. Thanks for
Hi, you
coming.
look amazing.
Damn, girl, you got my favorite color on.
Hello. Okay.
Ooh, it's a lot of wine. It's a lot of.
We didn't want to pour your drink until you got here. We believe in pouring your own troubles.
Okay.
But this is their first time meeting.
Yes.
So Andrea, this is Aladdin, this is Andrea.
Great to meet you. Honey, skin is butter.
I know the brow guy.
Skin is
Got to
butter.
know. Let me see that smile.
Honey, look at yours, because I heard about how gorgeous those teeth
Stop.
are. She
No,
did. Yes,
I
she
literally
did.
talk about your teeth all day.
Yes.
How white they are.
Yes.
No, I do not.
She told me all about it, but yeah, you're
I
gorgeous.
love your smile. Your teeth are just so pretty.
I'm not
and
gonna lie.
everything.
I'm trying to get all these beautiful molars together.
Yeah.
Okay.
because I didn't know dental insurance was so expensive.
Honey,
It's so expensive.
we're gonna pour them up.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
fill
I'm
me
gonna
up,
put it
bitch,
down.
because I got a lot. Oh, excuse my French.
You okay?
You're
Oh,
amongst
okay.
friends.
We are so
Yeah,
friends.
Me,
please.
myself.
Yeah.
We are
Hey,
pouring.
y'all.
This
I'm
Chloe
myself.
wine.
I'm
Yeah.
Aladdin.
Yes, most definitely. So we were just talking about Afro Nation.
Okay.
Did
so
you go?
all
Did you go?
So I didn't have the chance to go this year. I did go
Okay.
last year. It
How
was super,
was?
super beautiful because I only wanted to go last year because Burna Boy was there.
Ooh.
Yeah,
See, I didn't even
so-
know about it last year. I'm late. I'm late to the
because-
party, y'all.
We have to cheers.
Y'all got
Yeah.
some. Wait, is this bitter or sweet?
Little in between.
A little in between.
A little in between?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
you can. I think you can do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. Cheers to love. This is an honor. If you
Yes.
can't come in there, come on.
Hey!
Like that.
Let me stop for real.
No. Please be yourself.
Be
We love it.
yourself,
We
yeah.
are ourselves on here. We're having a good time already. We just
Yes,
glad to
I'm
have
sorry I was a little late.
You. It's
Okay, perfect time.
Right,
It's
look.
even at the right
I'm
time.
like,
right
oh my
time.
God, I'm literally beating a little bit of my face. I'm saying, bitch, hurry up. Let me go.
No,
I can't
it's
even
only
share.
right,
So,
yeah.
you know, me being your friendly neighborhood procrastinator, I definitely had a journey that I feel like I had to kind of just gradually take my blessings as they came because,
Yeah.
you know, everybody is set up in different ways. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
true
saying?
story.
So I feel like all my opportunities that I was able to get and, you know, even, you know, create for myself because as y'all know, sometimes, you know, you got to build the door to knock it down.
Honey,
You do.
amen.
And that's why you guys gotta take
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
message.
like
Yeah.
you really can't wait on blessings because I remember back when I was first starting, I used to charge like $20 a face.
Wow.
Girl.
I remember.
I don't know if
I used to do $25 ponies.
Girl, I was a
Yeah.
$25. Listen, I'm talking
Yes.
about okay, you want brows and lashes? Okay, come
You
on.
got it. Yeah.
Now I don't even want to see. Please don't ask me about no brows.
I
and
don't
lashes.
want to be bothered.
Like,
Yeah.
respectfully,
Yeah.
y'all,
Yeah.
there are so many people out there. I feel like, you know, for that, but you know, as you grow in your career, you do realize that you do have to kind of start niching it down and treating it like a company. So you have to really promote what
story.
sells. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You got to just
absolutely.
stick with what you're amazing at.
Yes.
Stop making everything a general store
Yeah.
when you're going to my booking site.
1000%.
Adding
Ooh,
on
that's a
all
good
of
one.
these additional, you know, everything is an extra necessity. Like just include it all in one and give them a flat fee. Then
Absolutely.
nobody will be able to complain. So
Right.
like me, I only have like a couple different prices. But you know, I remember even there was a time where, like when I first started, I just wanted to be the best within budget. Like I remember
Oh yeah, I
telling
remember
myself
being
that.
that. Wow,
Like I
want to
just be the best within budget. Like, oh my God, let me come
we
in
thought that's
Monopoly
gonna keep 'em coming.
Yeah, you know,
And
hell
then
no.
you
That did it.
you
putting
exhaust
in,
yourself.
You putting in the same work. You literally are just putting in the same work just for, less
money.
Yes.
But don't get me wrong, it benefits depending on where you are. So like, when you're very much first starting out and then you're kind of building up that confidence to see yourself how the world sees you, I feel like, that's a very just like a tender point in your career where you really want to kind of just be careful. Yeah. But you can't. Like just literally put your best foot forth into whatever you feel is best for you. And then, everything will kind of just make sense. Because you're still going to go through a lot of hurdles. It's going to be good months, slow months, and you just going to, figure out how we going to keep the juices flowing with what you already have, and how can you still, reincorporate some new things to bring in more traffic flow. So,
okay. What is your Instagram?
My
Let these people know it's
yes.
Okay. We need them to follow you. We need you to get some customers.
So my Instagram is Love Aladdin because all the bad bitches love Aladdin.
Hello.
We do.
I'm pretty known in the city to get all of the girls together. If you want that aesthetic, if you want that red carpet glam, if you want that stage makeup, I even do special effects for all the people that like cuts and wounds and bruises.
Film.
So, things like that. I like to specialize in TV, but I like for my makeup to always transfer well from cameras to real life to everything.
And I've been on camera quite a few times with your beat, and I have no problem.
She is not.
Okay,
listen.
I wanted to bug him today so bad.
Look, I'm so glad she did it.
Really? I'm so glad. I'm so glad I did.
This day was so crunch. I was like, because you know what? We changed the timing, but we made it happen.
Yes, we did.
And we're so
did.
glad that you made it here at this time.
Listen, I was like, oh my God. Listen, so my driver on the way here.
My driver.
So bougie.
Yeah, I said my driver.
So
I liked it. I liked it. I liked
I'm gonna leave it there. Take that out.
Your driver.
My driver, he was like asking me a bunch of questions, y'all, and I'm the type of person, I'm so interpersonal the moment you speak to me. And this is something too I want to say, just since we're like doing this live. But like I'm somebody who like I'm on social media, but I also have like I'm a 90s baby. I'm at the end, okay? I'm 98.
I was about to say, 20, huh?
Listen, really, they say I'm a Gen Z. But
okay.
I'm a millennial. Yeah, I'm technically Gen Z. All you 98s and after, that's the song.
You've never gave Gen Z.
Never,
I don't think I would have said your
gave
cheer 10 times plus. You gave Gen Z.
You know what? But I feel like discernment is key.
It is.
And your upbringing, helps that out.
It do.
I was raised around. Bitch, I'm from Detroit, East Side, okay? I'm raised around Grand.
East Side, West Side, no offense.
You already know.
Oh, y'all. I know y'all. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, because I represent for the West. Love y'all.
But no, Andrea, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not going to take work from being West Side, but Andrea's like mid. Like, she's
That's
like,
what I say.
right there.
I'm not off forward. I'm on
what I
forward.
learned, though.
She's not West. You're different than a West girl.
I feel like, but here's what I will say. I feel like growing up in Michigan and Detroit, like, when you are in business, you gonna get to your West.
Yeah.
You gonna spend some time on it. Like you really just become like coastal, and if you don't know how to master that, then I don't know what to tell you because I remember I started out in East Point in my Pretty Bundles, if you guys know. And then I ended up at Whip's Beauty Bar. Complete shit. So I had some amazing times. I feel like
Did you work at Whip?
I worked at Whip for a very short period of time.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Remember.
You did.
I haven't seen, and that's what I'm mad about. See, I'm so young. I didn't see that.
I was there in 2017, right before I ventured off into my own thing. And you know what? I was very thankful for the opportunity at the time. Like at the time, I needed that because I was literally just leaving a marriage. So it's like I needed that at the time.
You know what? We got to give it to her. That was a quality place.
And let me tell you something. One thing you got to know about Whip Beauty Bar wasn't nobody in there not making money.
No,
them was some of the most hustling bitches. When I say why are makeup artists leaving at the time, hairstylists leaving, why are nail techs leaving at 4, we would be literally in there killing ourselves and serving the community. You know what I'm saying? We had people comfortable enough to just be like, bitch, can we come up there? But those days are like some of the best days. Like,
it is.
I really do, and I think I met all of the people. Like even you, like just so many walks of life. Like I feel like I was able to connect there and so many relationships that I was able to build. So I'm super, super happy for that because I was kind of burnt out from my city. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to be a part of no other establishment. But that was something that really, I love you, Jen. That was amazing.
Yeah, we gotta pay homage to the people that help us get to where we are.
Yeah,
you know
and
what I'm
just
saying? No matter what the
y'all
experience
don't
is.
know, because you got badass people like the brow guy.
Oh, child.
Okay, you got
Okay.
the K experience. You got hairstyles
That's
by
my
now.
Hey.
You got it's just you got Aladdin.
Surprise coming.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We got a few questions for you. I think I can start.
I love a question.
If you had to give advice to a beginning makeup artist, and if I'm being honest, we kind of run it on time, but what would you? Where should they start? You know, if you can give advice on like where to shop, what type of makeup brand foundation to use, like whatever comes to mind.
Yeah.
I'm a new makeup artist, and I want to get started tomorrow. I have no clients. So what's the best advice you can give?
The best advice I can give to new makeup artists in this generation of makeup artists is to literally, for one, get started.
Yes.
Start
So,
somewhere.
Yeah, definitely start
We
somewhere.
love
I wouldn't say, I hate to make this sound so bad, but I wouldn't say like go to school, because the type of artistry I feel like that you want to learn, to become whatever type of professional artist. Like I remember back then, like I know for me, the first step was, okay, I need to go to Mac. Like I need to get a job at Mac. Like I need to get some groundwork, fundamentals, you know. But now there's such a multitude of artists that are so decorated in their own way that I feel like you can kind of get the right type of mentorship as long as you find whoever you feel is related to. So I feel like find somebody that you can relate to. Whether it's an artist online, whether I know for me it was Makeup by Mario, Kim Kardashian makeup artist.
Yes.
When I was
Don't
19,
we love Mario?
My first year, fortunately, in makeup, I was able to take the master class. That
Oh,
is
good for you.
the only makeup class that I ever took in my life, and
Good for you.
it truly shaped my artistry for the better. So I feel like, you know, sometimes, you know, you can get yourself so far, but remain a student at all times.
Yes.
And be willing to learn. So, you know, save a little money, do what you have to do to, you know, get you a little investment, because you want to make sure you have at least something to where you can take your artistry to that next level. You get what I'm saying? Because there's only going to be so many things that you can teach yourself. So being a student always comes second. Definitely finding a mentor that you can relate to. And do not try to go to Instagram and YouTube University, all of these high-end products, thinking you need them in your kit. Guys,
Oh, that's good advice.
literally, I'm talking about
Good advice, y'all.
Listen, you can do a face with anything. Like, it's not about the products, it's about who's applying them.
The talent.
So, you can, and people think that, you know, and we're in this like era
Products
where
I
there's
bought.
like a lot of, you know, people obsessed with this soft girl aesthetic. So, you know, you can listen. It's literally about who's applying it, because it's a lot harder actually to do a soft glam than it is to do a full glam.
Okay,
Because
I
it's a
can
bit
imagine.
easier to just kind of do something more fuller coverage, because you can kind of be a little more relaxed. You just go in and paint, you know what I'm saying? But it takes a little more attention to detail to really achieve that soft face. So, you know, definitely finding an artist and not, you know, banging out your budget, you know, because you don't want to go broke early on. Okay,
You
so
don't.
you know, start small. There are so many different what do you call them? I guess what's the word I'm looking for? Dupes.
Dupes.
There's so many dupes
True
for
story.
high-end products. So there are definitely different products that you can get, and then, you know, getting started. Like, post your shit, of course. Naturally, it's post your shit. Keep doing content. Keep doing reels. Don't be like me and post when you want to.
Okay. We all got that
I
bad.
think that's when you vetted and you comfortable.
You know,
What was your question?
don't get comfortable.
Yes, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What products can you not live without? Because, baby, the skin is, like I said,
Ooh,
butter.
Oh.
What you did today, I don't know if the camera is catching this, but what he did today, how
Stop.
good
No,
it looks,
it's like
it's
butter.
insane.
I am like,
so what
What is it?
products?
Is it dainty?
It's just, it
Is
is
it very
glowing.
mindful?
It is just,
It's
it's
Very
seamless. Oh, there we
very
go.
smooth.
It's seamless.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
It's very
So to be honest, I actually don't have that deep of intensive of a skincare routine, and I think only because I'm very dark skinned. So I feel like when you're very dark skinned, you either are very acne prone or you just don't have it. You know what I mean? So me, I think I was just honestly hit with a little bit of a genetic lottery.
Yeah.
I don't have
It's just giving Kim.
I don't have
I love
sensitive
that.
skin.
Yeah.
So like I remember being an artist, working for like MAC Cosmetics. Like people used to ask me about skincare, questions, and I could never really refer them to nothing because I would at that time play with so many different products on my face.
That's so honest of you.
I'm just like, honey, I'm gonna tell you this: simplify it down to as little as possible. Get you a simple cleanser with no parabens, no nothing in it, okay, and get you a very nice intensive moisturizer because moisture is always great for the skin.
Yes,
so
sir.
that's just for starter. And to me, I feel like the most cost-effective one is Cetaphil.
Of course,
You don't want something that's very light, foamy. I feel like keeping the skin routine simple as you're trying to figure out what your routine should be is the best way to be because it's better than not experimenting, putting a bunch of things on your face that's probably getting you counterproductive results.
Yeah.
When, you can take the time and research and speak with a friend who could probably refer you something good. But figuring out what you also want for your skin is key too because my pores right now is what I want to feel. I need like some sort of, I don't know, some shit for the pores. Whatever that is, somebody call me.
Okay. Listen, when you hit with that genetic,
Yeah, because we're going to be fucking for real. Like, listen, the genetic lottery is real. Some people just have like,
really
honey, it's some girls, some clients of mine, I'm just like, what do you want me to do?
Yes.
Like, ain't nothing worse because now I got to pay attention. Let me really focus up as I slay this
that's so true.
For real.
All right, so I did want to talk about dating.
Okay.
So I just want to, kind of tap into dating in your community. Can you give us some insight? Because our audience is going to be wondering.
Okay.
But I just want to ask because, like, when the audience watch, I just want them to feel just connected to our guests.
Yeah.
What is it like dating in your community?
It's
And
hard.
I just want them to feel real.
Like,
And it's the same as dating.
I'm not going to say for
heterosexual,
me
so.
it was ever like something that was really hard, but I feel like dating in the gay community is just something where there are hierarchies and there are levels to it.
Yeah.
Like, and there's such a, you're beautiful, but darn, like little gut, or you're super perfect, but you ain't got no money, or you're amazing, but you're short, or you're I like you, but you're
It's
too,
always
you're
something.
too feminine.
It's always
just
something.
Nitpicking.
something.
Yeah.
And I feel like in a heterosexual role, it's the exact same.
Yeah, so that's
Very
why
much
I
so.
always
Didn't we
say
just get done saying this?
We did.
different concepts,
Yeah, and
but
it's
the
good
same.
that we can clarify that on this platform.
It's the same
all
routine, just
the
a different day.
same.
I
Men are
swear
men,
to God.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
niggas gonna be niggas, and, men gonna
I
be
said
men.
the same thing. I did. Yeah.
We do gotta move forward with our advice question. This person wanted to remain anonymous because we're running kind of out of time, but she wanted to know, and we all have to give our insight on this.
Yeah.
Is love enough? And this is a DM we got.
Okay.
Is love enough to stay in a marriage? A marriage that is maybe not going so well for this particular couple. Is love enough? What do you say? We'll let you answer first.
That depends on who you are.
Yeah.
People gotta stop putting all of this strictness and code of conduct on relationships and theory in general, because when you sign up for love, you sign up for abomination. Okay, like when you plan to love somebody, when you get married, bitch, one of y'all gonna die before the other.
Yeah.
So for
so
you to
true.
be saying, okay, at this one roadblock I'm out, or people don't understand what it really takes. And speaking from somebody who's in a relationship for 5+ years.
Oh, amen.
But
Wow.
it's not as black and white as we want it to be. It's not as fairy tale, because you're going to start getting tired of a person. You're going to start getting used to a person. You're going to start being comfortable with the person. And, naturally, if you grow with a person, you may start from somewhere to somewhere. So it's like if somebody didn't have something, then you got to deal with the mindset of them now having something, and then they're smelling themselves because you want to try some different things. So, you got to figure out, I feel like everybody just have to respect other people's dynamic and what works for them. Because you have to figure out what your dynamic is. Sometimes this person can drop a nigga and change it like I'm doing. Bitch, I wish I was you.
No, for real.
What's your sign?
Virgo.
Oh, you have a birthday card up. Oh, he
I
has a
know
birthday
that.
coming
I love
up.
Virgo.
Such a Virgo.
Oh, Virgo energy.
But I'm not the Virgo that y'all be hearing about.
Okay, you're like the
I feel
Beyonce
like
Virgo.
Yeah.
Okay,
All my exes
hello.
are Pisces.
Yeah.
Oh,
we love a Pisces.
You strong.
No, the fuck I'm not. That's why I'm with
different.
Virgo.
Andrea, what's your perception on that?
Is love enough to sustain a marriage? I've seen it done. I was married, and love was not enough. But the love was not in the right space, and we were also too young. So I believe at different stages, if you both are tapped in and vibrating at the same frequency with the same type of goal in mind, it can be done.
For me to get in depth with my feelings and like really share those with you, it would have to be some type of financial,
I also want to add to
Go
that.
ahead.
I think it also really plays a part on what you're willing to settle for and not settle for.
Yes.
Everybody
There
got
we go.
different levels of
Bottom
esteem
line.
and confidence. So
Yeah.
it's like,
1,000%.
you never know what's a deal breaker for some people. A deal breaker for you may not be a deal breaker for
the
her.
next
That's
person.
true.
You're
So,
absolutely
and
right.
as his people, we're very judgmental.
Yes,
We try not to be.
we
but
are.
it's
We try not to be, yeah.
You know, we're influenced by other people's decisions.
Yes.
Our own relationships. Like,
You're right.
oh,
Yeah.
that's working for them. Shit, is that what I'm supposed to be doing?
No.
And your dumb ass tried, and now you fucked up, looking like
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I really think knowing what your what your do's and what your don'ts are.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
It's really gonna help you kind of cipher out all of the the haze, but really not find your one. But because I believe in letting your one find you.
Amen.
You
Yes.
be looking for love. You looking for stupid.
Yeah.
let me tell you, you find stupid. I really feel like this.
Yes,
Like
so
you should
right.
just let that. Like when you focus on you, it seemed like all of a sudden you start
you
getting
go.
that person in your life where it's like, damn, like
There you
such
go.
and such just hit me up, or
Yeah.
where
There
did
you
this
go.
like? I ain't need no help. Thank you.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
Like,
So true, 1,000%.
I really feel like when you focus on you, then you find like good people. But when you start like actually seeking it, in the ways that you are trying to seek it, possibly maybe going to the clubs or whatever you do on apps. I don't know whatever your choice is, but I really think when you just figure out what you're, what you willing to put up with and what you're not, that's number one. Because
That's so true.
love is not enough, but it's because love is easy to do. Like, it's not to say that everybody's this way, but it's very easy to tell to kind of just sense that you could love a person or to like a person on a deeper level. And the problem with that is that people be so blinded by their love that, by the time the sex has died down, the money is kind of, okay, you done got accustomed. Y'all done did date night every motherfucking week. Y'all done burnt out every option of the spice.
That's true.
And, now y'all sitting there looking at each other like, okay, let's actually get to know each other.
Yeah.
So I feel like, building that foundation and really just understanding that it's an investment after, a while. Like your relationship.
It's so true. 'Cause
So
what's
you
love
gotta
got to
make
do
sure
with
that
it?
whatever you're pouring into somebody, whoever you're pouring into, you just gotta make sure that you pour it into the right person. Because once you realize, anything can happen. Like if you hit, you don't want moments in your life where it's like real life moments happening in your relationship, and then you realize, holy shit, like this is not who the fuck I'm supposed to be with.
Okay.
It's not you like, what the fuck? Like you are not reacting the way I thought, or you're not like this is
When
totally
it got
backfired,
fit.
and now you stuck in it, and now you're trying to figure out, okay, how can I work with it?
That's
and,
so true.
Try to feed this a new type of energy. Get it a new love language understood. And to get over that hurdle, but ultimately, I think, people really just got to understand that loving somebody is easy. People say that they love you, but you got to understand that depends on who you are, because some people ain't never been loved before.
No, that's so true.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely not.
So it's really about, like, who you are. Like, and let people go through their, like, hiccups.
Yeah.
Because they have to learn. Like, don't always be so quick to tell your friend, like, bitch, you gotta leave him. You know what I'm saying?
that
Like,
is not good
I
advice.
want that to be as simple as that. I really wish it was, but we come on now. Easier said than done. So I feel like having grace on people's, feelings, you know what I'm saying? It'll help guide them to just rationale. Like they'll just start rationalizing shit. Like
grace.
Okay, I done tried, but some people, they gonna keep on bumping their heads.
True
too.
story.
So,
1,000%.
To our young lady that DM'd us about this question, it depends. There's different perceptions, as you can see, on if love is enough. That would be ultimately up to you. But if we could give you any advice, it's just focus on you, love you whole.
Yeah.
And the more you love yourself and the more your self-esteem is where it needs to be, that is how you will figure out if that person that you're referring to
is for you.
Is worthy enough of that love and that love only.
Yes, so we just really wanted to thank our special guest because unfortunately, like you're saying, we are out of time.
We are out of time.
Oh, Aladdin, thank you so much.
I know. I'm going to part two.
Oh, we're gonna do a part 2, bitch. Listen, I ain't even get to dish for real, y'all.
Yeah.
Cause I wanted shots, but I ain't have time to bring my bottle, so it's okay. Next time we gonna have a time.
No, we're gonna do a part 2.
We're gonna have topics.
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna do a part 2. There will definitely be a season 2, and we definitely will be walking Aladdin back because welcoming him back. Because I didn't realize that you were so intuitive.
Really?
And like, no, I mean, I did, but it's like you're
I'm talking
very.
about really, like, no, I didn't mean it like that. No.
No, it's cool. No, it's cool. But I did not realize that you were like so deep, and I like it makes me appreciate you more. Like you really.
And I ain't even try to do that because
no, I get it.
The world is so different now, and as the people that know me, if you ever sat in my chair, you ever had a chance to get graced by my presence, like you'll know, like my personality is just so explorative. It's just
it is.
Oh my God, you never know what will come next. Okay, sometimes I can be my East Side baby, sometimes you can be Mr. Vernacular, okay? It just depends on how I'm feeling. But, you know, ultimately, you know, I feel like being well-rounded enough to be able to say that I know what my experience has taught me, you know, and I can at least try to help and push some good advice on somebody else. That's my shit.
So everybody, this is Aladdin. Yes. I am Dominique.
And I'm Andrea. And we are on demand.
Thank you again. See you guys.
Hello. Thanks for watching.
Y'all should have taught me that.
I had to do it again. We were like...